This is Mastercaster, taking you from zero to podcasting hero. And now here is your host, Neil Butler.
Welcome to the final episode of Mastercaster. If you've made it this far, you should have just about everything you need to set off on your podcasting journey. Before I sign off, I wanted to take an opportunity to remind you of a few key points from our program and to introduce a couple of services that we offer through our parent business, Untypical Media. Firstly, some key reminders. 1, a podcast without a strategy is like a ship without a rudder. Your podcast will drift in various directions without ever really being able to settle into a particular course. Take your time to think about why you're doing your podcast and who your audience will be. Take advantage of the Mastercaster podcast strategy template that you can download from the Mastercaster website. This is arguably the most important step in your podcasting journey. 2, consistency is more important than frequency and duration. Many podcasters start off with great ambitions of maybe twice weekly podcasts consisting of 45-minute episodes and realise within a few weeks that they've made a rod for their own back and soon drop away to irregular episodes of varying durations. You're much better to start off with a less ambitious schedule and build up from there. Release your episodes according to a regular schedule. That will help your listeners to develop a listening habit, and a consistent duration. That will help them manage their expectations of what is in each episode. Use a consistent structure in each episode as much as you can. This will help you when you develop the content. 3, if you need to purchase new equipment to record your podcast, within reason, spend as much as you can afford, particularly on the microphone. While you might save $50 by buying a cheaper microphone, the quality of your equipment will go some way to creating a more professional sound. 4, don't be afraid to chat to other podcasters and/or to be a guest on someone else's podcast. While you may think that you're supporting a competitor for your audience, you are in fact going to benefit from the opportunity in a couple of ways. Firstly, it'll give you an opportunity to understand the role your guests will play on your podcast. And secondly, it will raise your profile and your podcast's profile with a potential new audience. Finally, before we finish up, I should take an opportunity to mention a few services that we offer via Untypical Media. Firstly, you might want to consider our pod mentoring program. We're able to provide valuable knowledge and experience to your podcasting journey via our mentoring and coaching program. Check out details of our pod mentoring service at www.podmentor.co. Secondly, if you've got to this stage of the program and you feel that podcasting isn't for you, but that your organization or business still needs podcasting as an important engagement channel, take a look at Your Podcast. Your Podcast is a program where we produce your podcast for you. All you need to do is provide us with an outline of your podcast and a list of guests, and we'll do the rest. Find out more at www.yourpodcast.com.au. Finally, if you think that audio just isn't enough, we also have the Your Vodcast program. Your Vodcast works in exactly the same way as your podcast, but is presented as a video podcast rather than an audio one. You can find out more at www.yourvodcast.com.au. Well, that's all we have in this Mastercaster program. I hope that you've found the program worthwhile and that you're now ready to start a successful podcasting journey for you or your business or organization. Don't forget that we're always here to provide advice, guidance, and training. Just get in touch via our contact page at www.mastercaster.co. Thanks for being part of Mastercaster. I look forward to seeing your podcast in a podcast store really soon.
This has been another episode of Mastercaster. For more information about Mastercaster or the other services provided by Untypical Media, please visit www.mastercaster.co or follow Mastercaster on Facebook and LinkedIn.